my time to introduce Rawan Moon, our next guest. Rawan Moon is a Syrian refugee. She has been in Canada for 3 years and 6 months. Back in Syria, she works as a biologist in a pharmaceutical company, then as a teacher in high school. Now, with a passion for helping refugees like her resettle in Canada, she dedicated her time to be a volunteer with a community center that works with refugees. Then she got an opportunity to be part of the VAST team um, as an Arabic interpreter and intake support worker. She is now a group facilitator at VAST and an interpreter at Mosaic. Poetry is her favorite hobbies, and she continues to practice it in Canada. Welcome, Rawan, and the floor is yours.
Hi, hello everyone. Thank you, Mab, and thank you, Salim, for having me today. And a special and deep thank you to Jenny and Richard, Angela, Tarasi, and to all soldiers who have been working very hard to make this event happen today. Also, I would love to thank Subhi Nahas, who is always being there supporting me in translation of the poetry. So thank you all. It's really an honor and proud to be part of this important celebration to the second year. Today, I will share with you 3 Arabic poems. They are in completely different style. I hope they speak to you. So the first one is titled The Clothesline. More than 12 million Syrians have fled their homes since the start of the uprising against al-Assad. Some 6.6 million are internally displaced, while 5.6 million have sought refuge abroad. Those who were internally displaced live in very bad conditions in camps. Every year they face flooding because of the harsh weather conditions. Camps turned into lakes in some 87 sites for displaced people in northern Idlib and western Aleppo on February 1st, 2021. More than 22,000 internally displaced people have lost their temporary homes as a heavy rains, flooding, and snow damage, and destroys over 4,000 tents at displacement camps in northwest Syria. As you can see in this photo here, a clothesline in a camp located in the northern area of Syria. My poem is about the whole situation and about the Arabs who do nothing for Syrians who have been displaced from their home without accessing to any basic needs. So I will start with the first poem in Arabic. So here the translation on the screen. So حبل غسيل. بين شرق وغرب علق حبل غسيل كعلم نصر على العربان شامخا بين جبلين شاهدا على الخذلان شاهدا عليكم يا عرب وهل شهد من قبل عليكم حبل غسيل قومي يا صبية قومي يا صبية وعلقي أعلام النصر على شواهد القبور وعلق الجوارب والملابس الداخلية وعلق القمصان الممزقة والخيمة الموؤودة على حبل الغسيل وعلق المشانق كل صباح وكل مساء لتشنق الكرامة العربية تحت بناطيل الطفولة وتحت جوارب النساء أما أنتم يا عرب فناموا فما أطيب النوم بأوحال الطين ومرغوا رؤوسكم بها يا سادة واستريحوا كنعامة تستريح في الظلام فإني أعلم أنكم من الكرامة متعبون وإني أعلم أنكم في الطين نائمون فاستريحوا فاستريحوا ولا تخجلوا، فالكرامة إن نامت يوما تنام سنين. فالكرامة إن نامت يوما تنام سنين. Sorry about the moving between the two different styles now, but the second poem is titled 10. This one is kind of a sarcastic poem. Despite the huge number of people around the world who don't have money to buy bread or food to nourish their body, a woman's body has become an exploited commodity. Trading with women's bodies is the worst thing that could ever happen to a human being dignity. So 10 عشرة. أذكر يوما أني اشتريت 3 ربطات خبز ب$10. أجل، كانت 3 ب10. وهنا تباع النهود لجياع الجسد. لم أذكر حينها أنهد كان أم 2 ب10. نهد أرخص من رغيف خبز وأطيب 1000 مرة. تساءلت في نفسي، كيف تباع النهود وجياع الأرض فاقت حدود المجرة؟ أجل، إنه النهد العظيم، نهد مبارك تصلي حوله الذكورة المستنفرة. تعالي واخلعي ثوبك وادخلي سوق النهود، فقد يغدو نهدك العظيم أسطورة العالم، وقد يباع بثمن الخبز بعد فترة. أيها الساجدون للنهود، أيها الساجدون للنهود، حبة القمح قبلة الجياع، فإن سجدتم للنهد فسأسجد للحبة المقدرة. The last poem is titled Soulmate. This one is about love in a new country, which in my case is Canada. Love gives power and meaning to the life of the person who left everything behind and started again from scratch. Love is a refugee's home in exile. شقائق النعمان من شفق الفجر تكتحل، وبلبل على أنات الناي يبتهل، وجارة العشق ذابت صبابة، قمر الدجى ألا بالوصل يكتمل. تمشي الهوينة وطيب عطورها كغيم السما في أسفاره يرتحل، شال يداعب خصلات شعرها كقوس قزح على البيادر ينسدل، ولطيف النسيم يقبل خدها والعشب الأخضر من العينين يغتسل، لآلئ دمع فاضت من مآقيها كما الندى بنور الشمس يشتعل، طوفان الصبا جن فأثمرت، تجار الهوى على أثمارها يقتتل، أقبلت على خجل ونور وجهها كشعاع شمس من نافذة يختجل، نطق بحروف الحب لسانها فأوقد نارا لظاها بالروح يفتعل. اسقني خمرة الشفتين قال لها، اسقني خمرة الشفتين قال لها، لعل الجرح في ذاك القلب يندمل. Thank you for listening.
Rawan,
Yes.
I enjoyed it really much, and I really didn't want you to stop reading poetry. And thank you for sharing the messages there.
Thank
Of
you.
course, we all condemn the actions happened and the genocide against people, especially the indigenous children in Kamloops. As Jenny quite mentioned at the very beginning, the Muslim family in Ontario and the plight of all refugees around the world. We really condemn those. And but when I was listening to your poetry, of course, I didn't want you to stop. I wanted you to continue reading it. As a person who is Kurdish, who is really fascinated with the Arabic language, and have been fortunate to be able to speak and understand the language. When I was looking at it, for you, it's really powerful when you talk about dignity and how when dignity sleep, it does for years. And then
Uh-huh.
when you were talking about the comparison between bread and breast, and how close they are in English, and they have common letters in it, while they are totally different in Arabic. But then you were saying that famine has reached galaxies border. And for me, that's really powerful words to say. And even though you started talking about love in Canada, but then you connected it through your words, I could see the shaqaiq in Nu'man or the windflowers and the rest. You don't, you still go back to your roots. And why do you choose to write and speak poetry in Arabic? Has writing poetry in Arabic helped you retain your identity and culture?
Okay, I love this question. Thank you. Actually, I wish I could write poetry in English, but as you know, like poetry has a metaphor and has a complex structure that make writing poetry in my second language a little bit hard. And I don't think I have the poetic sense in English yet. And writing in Arabic give me the freedom, give me the wings to dive into the Arabic Ocean, because like Arabic is very rich language. You can use one word for many different meanings, and you can also use 10 different words for one meaning as well. Like writing in Arabic remind me with my history, my memories, my background, who I am, like give me the intimacy with my feelings and emotion. Yeah.
Yeah. Why is poetry in itself important to you? And what is your main intention in your poetry? You've been focusing on love and refugee life, but what is the main intention in your poetry?
Yeah, the poetry is important for me because I consider poetry is the clearest communication tool among arts because of using the language. Like poetry is an art. Poetry is the art of converting feelings and emotion into words. And the main intention of my poem is to deliver messages to others by using language and highlight people's struggles, people's experiences, and people's challenges by using melodic and poetic method, like poetry.
And you do it in a really beautiful way, Rawan, by the
Thank you.
way. Yeah.
Thank you.
What is the message that you would like to give to people who hear your poetry?
uh, to be them, like to be yourself, to be kind with yourself, love yourself, accept yourself, and then extend this love to others. When we love each other, like the peace will be there, and the hate, discrimination will disappear from the world. Also, I have like another message that I would invite you to take a moment and to think why we are here on this planet. What is our role on this planet? Like Mark Twain said, there are two important days in your life. The first one, when you are born, and the second one, when you find out why. It's a big why we are here on this planet. What is our role? Just think about it. It's a big, huge why. Yeah.
Thank you. So, of course, poetry is inspiration. Who or what inspired you to write this poetry?
There are like different elements that inspire me, but I can put them under two categories:
Mhm.
the positive elements and the negative elements. The positive elements, like empathy, compassion, love, happiness, they are inspire me to write. And those negative elements not inspire me, but push me and urge me to write poetry. And unfortunately, the negative elements has a bigger impact on my feeling more than the positive elements, like discrimination, hate, bullying, injustice, inequality, like, yeah.
And,
And
and and it was clear. You can actually tell by listening to you how emotional you get, and how for me it's very inspiring to hear you when you recite your poem.
thank you, Salim. Thank you.
Yeah. So of course.